to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you a relatively large video because this video is primarily going to go over downloading mods and how to avoid flaws and how to fix flaws while modding in LSPDFR or in general Grand Theft Auto 5. So I have a list of mods here, and we're gonna go over these mods one by one. However, what I'm going to say first is the two big mods are going to be these two. And this is a YouTube link for some reason. Okay, so here, ScripthookV. I'm going to close YouTube. It's just what I got to get my description. So over here, we're gonna open ScripthookV, and it will be with the link that is down below under this video. So once you get here, you should see ScripthookV, AB software development blog, GTA 5, GTA 4, GTA SA, Skyrim, Fallout, and miscellaneous. So you're going to go down here and you're going to press download. Nice and easy, and it will give you ScripthookV. Okay, so I just had a little bit of an interruption. So what you're going to do next is get ScripthookVDotNet. Now, the reason why you need these two sites, and okay, so the reason why you need these two mods is for a big reason, actually. It's because these two mods are actually mod engines allowing multiple mods to work. And without these, it really just doesn't have the engine and the programming to get it up and running. So next up, we are going to be downloading LSPDFR. So LSPDFR, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a little application for the game where instead of having to play as a criminal, you can now play on the police side of Grand Theft Auto 5, or you can even join the police force. So that's pretty much what it is. There are multiple callouts for it. You can even add more callouts, add more vehicles, or replace vehicles. There is a lot to discover when it comes to LSPDFR. Okay, so to get LSPDFR, you are going to head over here to download this file, and this is a pretty long user agreement, online services, user agreement, sync user agreement, and then Rage Native UI, behavior library, Lidgren, supercluster.kd tree. There's a lot. There is a lot to go over, so I am not going to go over it, and instead we are just going to press download. Now, you can do the easy setup. So the easy setup is you just get an application, you open it up, and LSPDFR does its own thing in your files. Now, I would recommend doing the easy setup, even though the manual install is no different from the easy setup. You're just grabbing a bunch of files and throwing it in. And what is this? Go away. Okay. So I know it says that there are two different file sizes, but really they're the exact same kind of files, and they do the exact same things. So I'm going to download the manual install for those of you who like the hard stuff, and really I don't know anyone who likes the hard stuff over the easy stuff. But if you are that kind of person, then you be you. I am not going to judge you, and I will just help you with that. So I'm going to bring both of these over here. I already have the automatic setup right here. So I'm going to go over both, the manual setup first. So, the manual setup, there is quite the amount to it. Now, although it looks very confusing, don't be fooled by it because most of this just goes into one spot. So you're going to open up. Also, there's something that I want to let you guys know real quick is if you are going to make an LSPDFR file and instead you make a new file, so this has to be my backup. The file that you want to put in LSPDFR has to be the file that came with Grand Theft Auto 5. If it is a different file that you created like this, then it won't work and it'll just say either slow system or insufficient power, I think, or I believe it's insufficient capabilities to open it or to run LSPDFR. That was a bit of a tongue twister, but yeah. So LSPDFR will only work on the main file, so it is where you need to put all of this good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch it up, do this, and you are going to grab most of this. You're not going to grab license because it's pretty much just a waste of space, and you're just going to grab all of this and throw it into here. Now, what that will do, I already have it, so I'm just going to replace it. What that will do is, with the LSPDFR and the plugins file, if you don't already have it, it will create it for you, and it'll just place everything that is needed automatically in there. Now, it will also give you Rage plugin hook, so you will not need to download Rage. However, what you will need to do is go over to LSPDFR configurator before starting everything, and you are just going to want to go through the process. It's really easy. Show the license. Now, this is basically just Rage plugin hook is a library that enables developers to write plugins for Rage engine-based game files like Grand Theft Auto 5. This program was made in the hope that it would be useful. The software is provided as is, and any expressed or implemented warranties, including but not limited to implied warranties of merchantability, and the fitness for a particular purpose are disclaimed. The use of this program is completely at your own risk. By using this program, you agree that in no event shall the authors or contributors be liable for any direct, indirect, incidental, special, exemplary, or consequential damages, including but not limited to loss of use or profits, however caused, and on any theory of liability, whether in contract, strict liability, or tort, including the negligence or otherwise arising in any way out of the use of this software or inability to use this software, even if advised of the possibility of such damage. Basically meaning Rockstar Games is not liable, nor are they responsible for anything that you do on Rage and damaging the game in any way. It just makes Rage is just telling you that Rockstar Games is not responsible for what you do here, and if you damage your game to the point where you can't even fix it, and not even uninstalling it and reinstalling it will fix it, then that means Rockstar Games cannot help you, and you will need to buy a new copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. But I doubt that you will ruin it that much. That would be unless you download a virus for it, which I don't think there are any viruses that you can get. So here, this is basically the settings creations, and you can either choose do it for me, which basically just creates the settings and sets them up for you, or you can do show settings, and I'm going to do show settings to show you the settings and what you can tamper with. So general, console key F4, and F4 is usually for resolving LSPDFR crashes or plugins not working. Usually it's for that, but you can change this to whatever you want. You can change it to F9 if you want. Ooh. You can change it to F9, but I'm going to leave it as F4. And what the console key basically is, it's a trainer that comes with LSPDFR, but if you're like me and you like using menu, then you do you, and there is no problem in you either using this or any other trainer like Simple Trainer, Menu, Native Trainer, whatever. Next up is plugins. So any plugins that you will download will show up here, like enhanced uniforms, so that would be EUP. There is also the Spike Strips mod, and the Spike Strips mod I would say is pretty buggy, because the moment you place it down, it causes not the game, but the plugin itself to crash. So I don't really have that. I don't really find it of use anyway. These you don't really want to touch. The debug switch number 1, I would think completely alters rage, so don't touch that. And then there's also these, so revert game version. You can verify the integrity of a game cache, backup game version. So this I request, or I advise that you do this so that in future updates, when Rockstar updates Rockstar games, or when Rockstar updates Grand Theft Auto 5 and LSPDFR isn't updated to get to that point, you can still revert to here. So after that, you're going to press save and close, and the settings dialog can be shown again by starting Rage plugin hook, then immediately holding down the shift key until the dialog displays, or using the settings command line switch. So this is basically just the dialog being shown for Rage plugin hook settings. After that, and something happened. Okay, I'm gonna try that again, because for some reason it is not working. Okay, there might be a problem with this, so I'm going to do the do it for me this time. So here's license again, accept, there we go, that's the first check mark, and then do it for me, there you go, and LSPDFR has now been installed. Okay, so now you have LSPDFR installed, and running LSPDFR with Rage plugin hook allows you to join the police force. You are done that now. Again, LSPDFR is in, and let's go for the automatic setup, where LSPDFR does its own thing. There. Don't press no the first time, because I clicked it 4 times when I wasn't supposed to. So you just want to go through this. If you want, you can read this, but I don't read it. Again, who does? And you don't want to touch this in any way. You just want to press install, and that will get you LSPDFR. Go ahead and press finish. Then this will show up. It is the automatic configurator. Again, the same thing happens with the manual installation. Go ahead and press accept. I'm going to press do it for me just to avoid the trouble. There we go, LSPDFR has been installed. And now on to the next mod. So, the next mods will be ScripthookVDotNet and ScripthookV. So to download ScripthookVDotNet, you just want to grab these files at the bottom, leave the README and the license, just go ahead and grab these, and again, into the root directory, there they are. That's one engine, and then for ScripthookV, you want to open it up, open bin, and unless you want the native trainer plugin or you just want native trainer, go ahead and download this, but I will be using menu, so I will not be downloading that. But other than that, you just want to go ahead and control click on ScripthookV and dinput8.dll. Go ahead and grab those and throw them in. I already have dinput.dll, so I'm going to replace that. There we go. And on to the next mods. So, the next mod is going to be player location display. Go to site. There we go. So here is player location display. So if you don't know what player location display is, it's basically just this down here, this thing. It shows your location. It's really good when you're using Grammar Police, but I don't have Grammar Police. It doesn't like my voice for some reason. So there it is again. It just shows your exact location, and if you just want to immerse your game, it's really good for that. And it also just adds a little more pizzazz to the game, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. Okay, go ahead and let it download. PLD. You're going to go ahead and open that. And from here, you have installation files, media, and documentation. So documentation, it's just info and the features about the game, so the information about it, and it's pretty much just the agreement. Change log, notes, installation, credits, description. Then the installation files. You want to open up Grand Theft Auto 5, and you have pld.asi and pld.ini. You want to go ahead and highlight both of these and throw them into your root directory. There you are. And you are now owning, or you have player location display in LSPDFR and regular Grand Theft Auto 5. Next up, we are going to be downloading Police Smart Radio and Traffic Policer. Now, one thing I want to say about these two sites is, one, there is a big file in this that is way expired, so you're going to have to download a new file that is going to go with this, and instead of putting in the allowable comment from this file, you're going to put in the updated one. So go ahead and download the biggest file. Actually, this is the biggest file. I don't see any difference between them, but I guess I'm going to download this one considering it's the biggest. I'm now going to go back and download Traffic Policer as well. Go ahead and go to site. I'm going to throw this onto the desktop. I'm going to clear this. Press download file, agree and download, and again, get the biggest file, which is the bottom one. Now you want to get the allowable common file. It'll be the very first one, 6.6.4.0, and this is what is going to run Police Smart Radio and Traffic Policer. So go ahead and throw those two files there, and the rest of these files you are not going to need. Oops. So go ahead and delete them. Now for this chapter of the video, you are just going to need these three files. So open up Traffic Policer. You can open up any one of them, but I'm going to go for Traffic Policer first. Go ahead and open up Traffic Policer file and Grand Theft Auto 5. Then you have Rage Native and here is the outdated albo1255 common.dll file. So you're going to skip that and go straight to these three files right here, throw them in, then go to police smart radio, do the same thing, except here you're just going to grab plugins, throw it in. Now you need to open the albo1255 6.6.0 file. So this is just this is the new file. Throw it in. There it goes right there. And now you are done with that. So you can now delete these three files because they are now unneeded. And I'm going to get rid of these because they are also unneeded. And there goes a train in the background. Now, the next thing we're going to be downloading is ScripthookVD. Now, ScripthookVD is pretty much a REST manager, but if you have a REST manager and ScripthookVD together, they will not work with each other, but instead against each other, causing LSPDFR to crash a lot more frequently, because instead of the game spawning like one coroner, it instead spawns both coroners. So it spawns a coroner from both ScripthookVD and a REST manager, so it just causes lots and lots of LSPDFR crashes. So what I advise is just get ScripthookVD because one, it's a lot easier to use, and two, it helps a lot with LSPDFR. Because one, it comes with multiple menus. So you're just going to download from Beijojo. It comes with multiple menus, and it comes with the exact same things as a REST manager. This is just a whole lot easier to use and a whole lot more fun to use. So once you have it, just go ahead and open it up. Open ScripthookVD. And you already have Rage Native. You already have RageNative.ui, so you're just going to grab plugins and throw it in. And there you go. You now have ScripthookVD. You can go ahead and delete that. And next up is Ultimate Backup. Now, Ultimate Backup is just... Oh, there goes another. Ultimate Backup. So, Ultimate Backup is also on Beijojo, or Beijojo, whatever you want to call it. This basically gives you a wider variety of backup to choose from. So you can go from calling FIB to calling news to even SWAT. And again, do the same thing as ScripthookVD. Throw plugins in there. Replace any files that I have. And if this is your first time modding, you will not have to replace any files. Okay, now go over to Better EMS. Now, Better EMS, pretty much what it is it gives you the ability to call EMS or an ambulance for yourself and for other injured civilians. It gives you this pop-up, which is... So this pop-up is pretty much just the report of what happened to these civilians. So, are they dead? Did they die? Were you able to save them? That's basically what it is. And if you are injured, they will come over and give you your own health pack that will help you and get your health back up, including your armor. So that is just a really good and a really, really easy thing to add to Grand Theft Auto 5. So here you have API.xml documentation in extras and my EMS units.xml. I don't really know what these are, so okay. So I don't know what these are, but I'm not going to go over it. And then there's also this, which is better EMS.xml. Again, don't know what it is, so I'm not going to go over it. And then you have Grand Theft Auto 5 folder. And Again, you already have ragenative.ui, so what you're going to need is parkstools.pdb, parkstools.dll, plugins, and LSPDFR. You're going to take this, minimize it, then you're going to throw these 4 files into the root directory. They'll all throw themselves in, and then you are good. Again, on to the next mod. Go ahead and delete those, and we can already see LSPDFR is packing up, and here we go. Get rid of that. And now sticky wheels. What is sticky wheels? Pretty much what sticky wheels is when you stop your car, your wheels turn, or when you get out of your car, your wheels stop turned. So when you get out of your car, your wheels just turn to an angle, giving your car more depth when stopped, and so on. So here's just a little video for an example if you still don't understand. So you leave the wheel alone, you get out, and the wheel stays turned. If you're still in the car is on, then the wheel will turn itself until you start driving again. Okay, gonna pause that, and I'm going to download this file. So sticky wheels is mostly just for the immersion of the game. Sticky wheels, throw it there. Go ahead and download or open up sticky wheels, Grand Theft Auto 5, plugins, throw it in there, and you are done. Again, get rid of it, you're done. On to the next mod. Oops. So, the next mod is going to be Clear the Way 5. However, Clear the Way 5 I do not recommend anymore, considering Traffic Policer does that for you. So instead, we are going to move on to the callouts. So first we have assorted callouts. Again, for this mod, you are going to need Albo 1. You're going to need Albo 11.25, 6.6.4.0, and go ahead and download the file. Agree and download. You're going to download the main file right here. Main file. Download that. Wait for it to download. Once you have it, you're going to take it, there we go, and I'm going to turn on my ad blocker, and stop that before it downloads it. Assorted callouts, you're going to open it up. Open Grand Theft Auto 5 folder, and again, plugins, LSPDFR, plugins and LSPDFR, you're going to take both of those, throw them in, nice and easy, done. Next up is United Callouts. United Callouts is also a great mod. It adds more callouts, however, some of the callouts can be pretty buggy. Now, you can't really say which ones are going to be buggy and which ones aren't, because all of them have their own improperly coded callouts and stuff like that. Okay. So go ahead and open up United Callouts. Again, Grand Theft Auto 5. Take these two, throw them in, done. Nice and easy, nice and simple. The easiest thing you could do when it comes to modding. Next up, we have more robberies. There is also a mod that is here that is not listed. And that mod is super events and super callouts. I might just download super events instead of super callouts. So again, download, agree and download. And it's going to send you straight to the download feed, because there is not more than one file, so go ahead and take this, throw it onto your desktop, open it up, more robberies, take these two, throw them in, done. Delete it, good. And next up we're moving on to variety callouts. So variety callouts just adds a wider variety, it's in the title. So there's lost hiker, active area search, fighting progress, stolen construction equipment, stolen sailboat, speeding vehicle, overturned bus, backlash city disturbance, arrest warrant calls. So go ahead and get it if you really want to. There is a lot of files here adding all the new callouts, so going to download the newest. And my ad blocker isn't really working that well. Okay, so variety callouts. I'm also going to download common callouts because variety callouts requires common callouts to work. So going to download this. Again, brings you straight here. There's also FBI callouts. I might get that, might not. So go ahead and open up variety callouts, plugins, take it, throw it in. Then common callouts, you just want to take this and throw it in right into the root directory. And now you are good. So next up is typical callouts. Typical callouts, again, it's in the name. It just gives you callouts that are typical. Main file. Wait for it to download. There it is. Typical callouts. You're going to take these two, throw them in, and that is it. You are then going to move on to the next mod, which is regular callouts. I believe it's regular callouts that variety callouts requires and not common callouts. So here are some of the recommended plugins. You got typical callouts, police tape, ultimate backup, and stop the ped. So I'm gonna go ahead and download this. Wait for it to download. There we go. Throw it in. Minimize this. Open this up. And again, 1, 2, throw them in. Oop, wind just closed my door. And there. Now we head on to the vehicles. So I'm going to start off with the most confusing mod first. It is the Hellcat and Dodge Durango mod, because it's a replacement only mod, and when I first got this, I was confused to the limits. And I'm going to show you exactly how to download this. Also, for this, you are going to need OpenIV, so go ahead and close the File Explorer, open up OpenIV, or Open4, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now here there is a little bit of a problem. So to fix that, head over here, remove Play GT5, just throw it onto the desktop. There we go. Minimize that, open OpenIV again, and now it should tell me that Play GT5.exe is not there. And it is not telling me that. Okay. I need to change this. This is a bit confusing. Okay, you know what, there is a whole other way of fixing this, so go over to folder, throw this in along with the rest of these files. Go ahead and take all of these, throw them in there, done. Now reopen OpenIV. There we go. I'm now going to get this and select it, select folder, and it should tell me that it has played gt5.exe in it. There we go, and continue. Okay. So, gonna take this now, take everything inside it, throw it back into here, done, done, get rid of this, reopen OpenIV, might have been just a one-time problem. There we go. Okay, so, from here, once you have, don't want to close that. What? Oh, come on. Where is it? I had a Google Doc for it. Where's a doc? Where is it? Google. I think it's this one. Yep. Here we go. Okay, so again, open this. You got VCF, so you're going to need ELS for this. Now, this is the confusing part. You're going to want to take these files, and instead of having them as share 15, you're going to want to change them to FBI and FBI2. Because this gets very confusing without these. So I'm going to go ahead and shut up, door. Wait, what? It says that I still have this open. I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so ELS, enhanced lighting system for the sirens. Go to site. Okay, so ELS, this basically just allows you to control, or it allows you to have more control over your sirens and siren noise and whatnot. It's just very cool, very immersive, and a lot of mods today rely on ELS to run. So I would advise getting this. Besides, it's a lot more fun with this. LSPDFR is so much more fun with ELS. Okay, so you just want to take all 4 of these files, each and every single one, and you want to throw them in. And I just ran into the same problem where I accidentally deleted applications, I think. Oh, nope, it's down here. Application. Okay, so I'm just being a dum-dum. There we go. Now we can move on to this. So FBI.xml. So you want to take these 2 files. You want to throw them in. There we go. Now it should be in pack default. Actually, wait, no. I put them in the wrong location. So now I'm going to have to find these. Here they are. 1, 2. delete, and reopen ELS, pack default, take these two, throw them in. Also, the police.xml adds ELS to every original vehicle in the police force. So technically, with this, with the regular police vehicles, basically, if it has sirens, it has ELS, as long as it's a police vehicle. And we weren't done with that. I have to reopen that. Here we are. Next up is vehicles. The Durango. Again, you're going to have to do the same thing. So Sheriff 14, I had it as FBI, so I'm going to make that FBI. The shortcut to rename this, and there is none. Okay. So Sheriff, instead of Sheriff 14, is going to be FBI. And last one, FBI. Now, for this, you're going to head over to Mods, and there is nothing here. So, if you have nothing in Mods, just go over to Update, Time 64, I believe, DLC Packs. Yep. You want to open up the latest patch day, and for me it is patch day 25.ng. Open up DLC.rpf, copy the mods folder. Open up Time 64, Levels, GT5, Vehicles.rpf, and here you are. I'm going to take these 3 files and throw them on in. Now you can take a look at your beautiful new Dodge Durango. There it is, with ELS. Next up is the Challenger. So the Challenger is going to have FBI2. There we go. Rename to FBI2, Sheriff 15, FBI2, and there. Now you want to throw these in, and now you can admire your new beautiful Hellcat. That is a beautiful piece of art. Okay, on to the next mod. So, the next vehicle mod is going to be the Blaine County Sheriff Pack, and then the 2017 Chevy Silverado. So I'm going to do the Silverado first. Or, is this? Yes, it is the Chevy Silverado. Oh my god, that thing is annoying. Okay, so, the Chevy Silverado, download the file. Download it. Go ahead and let it download. And there is something here. I believe it's an add-on to it. Here it is. Oh, okay. It's the Patrol Pack. So this just adds underlights like that. And I do suggest this, so I'm going to get both mods. Actually, I'm just going to use the San Andreas State Police Pack mod, and both downloads are literally the exact same way. It's just that they give you 2 different files, 2 different vehicle files that you can use. So go ahead and let that download. 4, 3, 1, 0. Okay, there it is. Go ahead and download, or go ahead and open up ELS Chevy. Now from here, you're going to head back up, and where is my ELS file? Here it is. For some reason, it's at the very bottom. Okay, so from here, you're going to want to open up ELS. It is as Sheriff 2. So Sheriff 2 is the Sheriff SUV, and this you can pretty much just change it to whatever whatever you want. But this, I'm going to change it to Police T, which is the police transporter. So go ahead and throw it in. There you go. Show in mods folder, times 64, levels, GT5, vehicle.rpf, and here we are again. So the meta to install, it's just a vehicle meta for the car. Don't think you'll need it. The vehicle, I'm going to change these to Sheriff T. You don't have to, but if you want to as well, you can go ahead and do it. Sheriff T, grab all three of these, throw them in, and now you have your Chevy Silverado. And there you go. Now next up is going to be the San Andreas pack, so I'm going to download 4K. So there's the Ford F-250. Oh, so these are just designs. Okay. And I accidentally closed it. Okay, so I'm going to open up the Untitled document again. Scroll back down to Chevy Silverado. Because I can go over here, and I believe it shows me the vehicle pack. Nope, that's the police UP. Here are the vehicle links. Blue Ghost unmarked pack. So there are all these vehicles. You know, the LSPD pack. So this is a really cool pack. I'm going to download this because it is just stupidly similar to the Blaine County pack. It is literally stupidly similar. I'm also going to show you how to install these liveries. And I might just get the 2014 Tahoe. Yeah. The 2014 Tahoe is just a really cool vehicle. The 2019 Tahoe, on the other hand, I'd rather use 2017. That thing was cool. Okay, so go ahead and let this download. Come on. Thank you. Minimize that. LSPD pack. 2011 Ford Crown Vic. Now this is a beautiful vehicle. So you're going to take ELS and leave it as police. I advise leave it as police because this is the Crown Vic and you are replacing the fake Crown Vic with the real Crown Vic. So you're going to take this, go to your ELS file. I'm going to do it like this. Go to pack default and throw it in there. Now when you go into here, yep, there it is. There you go. Now you can move over to model, take these, throw them in. Ta-da! Now you have your amazing looking car, and oh my god, look at this livery. It looks beautiful. And these are the templates. So the templates, you don't need them. Next up, we are moving over to the 2014 Chevy Tahoe. So, Sheriff 2. Again, scroll down to your ELS file or scroll up. Go to Pack Default, throw it in there. Then Model, Sheriff 2. Throw these in. And you can now admire your beautiful new SUV. You have the 2016 Ford Explorer. Again, do the same thing. Throw that into pack default. Over to model, take these. And you just want to leave everything alone. Because one, not only is it a mess to change everything, but two, it just looks better if you leave everything as is. There you go. Now, Police 2 is a 2018 Dodge Charger, which is another beautiful vehicle. And there you go. And you have pictures in the game. So I'm not going to go over the pictures. I'm just going to go straight to here. So, where is the Silverado? Here it is, Chevy Silverado, the YTD file. So you have this, and instead of just throwing it in, you're instead going to have to open up the, what is it, police transporter, or, wait, no, this is sheriff transporter. This is supposed to be police transporter. Police T, change this to police T as well. Police T. Then you have this sheriff T that you want to change to police T. Because I made a bit of a mess there, so go ahead and open that. Now, you have all of these files, and you just want to search for the first livery that comes up. So I don't think this has a livery. Silver Sign 2. So over here, it might also be Silver Sign. Here, Silver Sign 1. So you just want to go ahead and take this and throw it in. Press OK. And it should go right beside the Silver Sign 1. We just got to make sure it is there. Here it is. Silver Sign 2 and Silver Sign 1. Now you have both liveries. Save changes. Let it save. It's going to take a little bit, but the wait is worth it. There you go. And this is just like a little quick video of it, which you don't need. And these are just different liveries for it. Now, moving on to the 2018 Charger. And there are multiple liveries for this. Now, for these, it may be possible that you want to up the number one. But first, you want to find Sheriff, wherever it is. Actually, it's Police 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's Police 2. So, go ahead and find Police 2. And you want to find the original livery. And this one will be easier to find. It's not down there. Here it is. Livery charge sign 1. So, these are in good format. However, you just want to change the number. So, livery sign 2 instead. Close. Okay, so instead, I'm going to change this to livery 4. This, you want to change to livery 3. and this you want to change to livery 2. There you go. Now take the 3 files, throw them in, press OK. And you want to make sure that you did not replace the files. Here they are, all 4 liveries, so they should work. Again, save it and close. Let it save and then let it close. After that, we are going to move over to the 2014 Tahoe. This beautiful car. Again, we have all these liveries. What is this? Street crime enforcement. So this is the gang unit. Now, again, same process. You go over to the number and up it by 1. You don't want to up it by 2, 3, 4, 10. No. You want to up it by 1. There. Now, you want to find Sheriff 2 because that's what it is. That's what it's set as, and you just want to go ahead, throw them in. We've already done the same process multiple times, so no need to search for it. Just save. Save the time, and save. And I don't have the 2018 Dodge Ram. However, it is lol.png for some reason. Then you have the Ford F-250. So yeah, whatever vehicles that you have, you can get the hearse, the Harley. So the Harley is the police bike. The hearse is the death car, if you really want to call it that. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do for that. And time to move on to the next vehicle. Or not the next vehicle. We are moving on to Visual V. So, Visual V is a very easy file to install. I'm going to go ahead and download it. And it alters your graphics and improves them by an incredible amount. And this is going to take a moment to install. Shut up, Ghost Door! So next thing that we're going to download is going to be the realistic gun sounds. I've gone over how to install Will and Sencom in a previous video. Go ahead and download that. Okay. Ooh, this is going to take 4 minutes. Okie dokie. So I might just go over Will and Sencom. Because Will and Sencom 5M ready, and it is best that you install the 5M ready file. Also, Visual V and RGS both download the exact same way. Realistic tire skid, you don't need it because it comes with Will and Sencom. You got the EUP menu. I'm not going to go over too many things at a time. Okay, so Visual V. You have the optionals. So the optionals that you are going to want to improve your game is dynamic shadows, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just it. Dynamic shadows might be the only one that you want. So go ahead and go back to Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm going to do this in here just because it's easier, just that much easier. You're going to take these two files, throw them into the root directory. Next thing you want to do is go to original files, take this, throw it onto your desktop, and you are going to want OpenIV for this, so go ahead and open package installer or go to tools and go down to package installer, go over to desktop, original files, open, and it's going to install this to your game, and you want to download it with mods folder. If you download it to the game, it is going to break your game. So don't install it to the game. I know it has that option, but just don't press it. Don't. Go ahead and close that. And you are done with Visual V. Now Will and Suncom is ready, and RGS is ready. So I'm going to go over RGS first. So RGS, same way as Visual V, as I said. Again, open up package installer, RGS, open that, install, mods folder, install. It does the entire thing for you. And then moving on to Will and Suncom while that downloads. 5M LSPDFR. Anytime now, realistic gun sounds. Okay. But RGS does take a little bit of time to install. There you go. So next up, we are going to move on to Time64, Audio, SFX, and Resident.rpf. We're going to take that and take Resident.rpf from the file, throw it into here so that we can actually open it. Then we're going to take vehicles.awc from over here. There's also these. And then weapons. Okay. So it comes with a lot more than it should. But we are going to then delete resident.rpf after we have vehicles.awc. We are then going to delete the vehicles.awc from the original Grand Theft Auto 5. And I have a backup of this already. It's on my backup file. You want to take vehicles.awc and throw it in. There it is. Oop. And we are good. Just need to make sure I'm not uninstalling the wrong file. Next up, we are going to be installing Taser X26, I guess. So Taser X26 obviously just gives you a new taser. Go ahead and download that. And this is an incredibly easy install. Again, stupidly easy. Open it up, and you can choose from these. I'm going to choose XDPM. Now to install this, go over to mods, update Time64, I believe. Nope. Update RPF. I'm just going to look around here until I can find it. But I think it's patch day 25. Not entirely sure. It's been a while since I've got this. So DLSP patch does not go all the way up to patch day 17. Here, patch day 25. That's 4. You want to open up models, CDI, open up the first one, And now you just want to take these and put them in here, I believe. Yep, it's working now. Okay. So again, that route is Grand Theft Auto 5 mods update times 64, DLC packs, patch 25, DLC.rpf times 64, models, and CDI images. Then patch 25.rpf. You want to take these files in and you just want to throw them in. There's also a README if you were still confused. So here's a pathway again. Patch day 8. You just want to go for the latest because it just makes everything easier instead of searching for a patch day. And there we go. Now EUP, so Emergency Uniforms Pack. We're going to get this first, and then the EUP menu. So line order, you want this from here. And you do not want to install LML package. You want to install EUP-L08. LML package is a mess. I don't know why it's an option, but it just makes everything a mess. So don't get it. Then you get EUP menu. And thankfully this doesn't come with LML, so I'm going to go ahead and download this first, since it's the first one to install. Files, you want to go back to GTA 5, the root directory. I want to use this, just to make things easier. I'm going to go over to plugins, throw that in. This is going to take a little while, but other than that, you are going to open up LSPDFR, open up the LSPDFR configurator again, press next, and you're going to go through the same process, except this time it is a must to go through show options or show settings. Otherwise, as soon as you open LSPDFR, you are going to be stuck having to reload your entire game. So you want to click on these two, EUP and sticky wheels. There's nothing else to click. Don't know why this isn't on, but go ahead and save and close. Press OK, and you are good. 2 minutes left on the clock for that. So there is nothing else to install. We have officially installed everything, and we have gone to a 1-hour video. Holy Jesus. I just realized that's there. A 1-hour video of explaining the best of my ability on how to get mods. Okay, LSPDFR has been installed. 1 more minute here, 50 seconds. Oop, okay. Timer's bouncing. Going to open this when it's done. Now, what we can do while we wait is get rid of these files that I have not yet gotten rid of. There is also something else that you can do. And just to make things easier, you can open up your File Explorer, go back to your LSPDFR file root directory, click on Rage Plugin Hook once, then you can press Create Shortcut, gives you a shortcut, throw it onto your desktop, makes everything easier. And EUP Law and Order should be done any second now. Okay, I think this is a little too quiet. But anyway, how do you guys like my mic? Because I got it to move to this spot now, instead of... I got it to move like right in front of me instead of having it like on a corner. So, yeah, that's just a lot easier. But anyway, this is done. Here it is, EUP Law and Order.oiv, or you can just go for the manual install. I'm going to show you both ways. So again, plugins, throw it in. There it is. You can also do the EUP package installer way. So again, you need OpenIV for that. Open package installer, EUP LNO 8.2. Open that. Install. Mods folder. Install. And there you go. And once this installs, I am going to... Oh, okay, here we go. Now I'm going to show you some footage inside of Rage, inside LSPDFR. I wanted to show how to get menu. So, menu, it is so easy to get. Because all you need is ScripthookV and ScripthookVDotNet, which I showed you how to get at the beginning of the video. And oh, okay, this is new. Okay, so download latest release. There we go. Menu SP. Go ahead and throw that onto the desktop. Then all you want from here is menu.asi and menu stuff, and throw it into the root directory. There you go. Now let's go ahead and run Rage. And I will meet you guys there. Okay, so we're in Grand Theft Auto 5, and apparently we are Alan Joseph. So, now, we have menu, and the way to open it is F8. You press it once, starts up, press it again, there you go, You have menu, and then you can enter Spooner by pressing F9. So there you go, you have Spooner. You can just throw your character around if you really want to, and cast him in midair. But, there you go. You will also spawn as the last character you played as in regular story mode. So mine was Michael. And I am going to get into my fast as hell online vehicle. And yes, I have had menu before. I have previous vehicles using it, which is why I have a cyclone. Out of my way.
Doc, hey.
Michael, I'm looking through my appointment book and I don't...
Be gone. Wee. Okay, so I'm gonna head over to the police station, the nearest one, and I will give you a little review of what we have done. You can also, if you really want to, stop watching now and do a little review of your own. Okay, so here's already a little look at one of the cars. There's another couple cars over here. So I am going to head in here. Also, LSPDFR marks your last used vehicle. So I'm going to head inside. Also, if you did the second configuration, you should be able to open. Okay. You should be able to open the EUP menu by pressing F11. Okay, so I'm going to quickly make a character right here. What's this sticking on my desk? I don't know. But there we go. We are now on duty. And here is the first launch for police radio. So, oops.
Hello, everybody.
Nope. Close that. So this, you pretty much just want to spam one. Just for full usage. And then update check, go to here. Continue spamming one. And there. So the update of Police Smart Radio caused this to crash a little bit. So easy fix, reload all plugins. Give it a moment. Oh, and it has crashed again. So this is going to require a quick restart. And I'm going to quickly restart my computer. Okie dokie, I am back. LSPDFR is not crashing anymore. And we can see every single mod loading in now. So, here we go into the police garage. And here we have a ton of vehicles. Here's the police transporter, or the Chevy Silverado. I might change the audio for this car though. But yeah, you got this, which is pretty snazzy. And I'm going to, actually, is this, I don't know. What else do we have? Okay, so we have this, you have these two, we have those two vehicles. And we can already see Sticky Wheels is working. Okay, so I'm going to take out the Sheriff SUV. There is all these options that you can choose from. I'm gonna turn them all on because why not? Like, really, why not? Online privacy, this is for better EMS. There we go. And I forgot to put on ELS for this. Yeah, because there is also no audio for it. because the audio requires and Suncom, or the audio requires ELS. So yeah, I'm going to have to make several changes. Oh look, here's a Dubsta 2. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to have to make a few error changes, but other than that, peace.